Okay, Namaste. Welcome to this video. Thank you for tuning in. So in this video, I wanted to talk about why should someone practice pranayama? Why should they learn it, and why should they practice it? Because you could end up doing this every day. So why? In the kind of, what would you call it, self-development, I suppose, space. There's so many things, million and one things you can do to improve your health, your mental well-being, and all the rest of it. And you know, there's a lot of great stuff already out there. So yeah, it's a valid question, isn't it? Why would you bother to learn pranayama? Okay, I guess I have to talk about my own experience because it'd be boring to who cares about what reading in a book. I mean, it's about your experience, right? So I would say from my experience, I first got into it more from the health benefit side. So I used to suffer with asthma and headaches. One time I allergies as well. I'm pretty miraculous. That was a pretty miraculous experience for me. I was allergic to a cat that I was living with, and yeah, managed to cure it. So yeah, and I was like, wow, this pranayama is really working, really, really awesome. And if you look at any yogis that do pranayama, I mean, some amazing health benefits, like across so many different ailments. And I suppose the underlying thing is you're doing this practice which is harmonizing and allowing more vital energy to come into your system. And that vital energy is almost like it's the foundational energy of everything. So it can do anything. So immune system is going to help your immune system. If you're very intelligent and you're working with your brain, your mind, a lot of things, it's going to help with that. If you're an athlete, it's going to help you with your recovery, with your training, with making better decisions when you're doing your sport or whatever. So it's kind of like this energy. It's like the base energy which does everything in the universe. So you're bringing more of this original energy in. So actually the health, I mean, you can be specific. Blood pressure will regulate, asthma will decrease, but there's I could just go on and on and on. I mean, obviously there's some health conditions where it's almost like maybe they're too far gone. They've become too sick and they can't even use their body in maybe the way that's required, and maybe only simple pranayamas for maybe pain relief and the stress and that anxiety side of it will help. But yeah, like I said, the physical benefits are massive, and they can't be understated. I think that honestly, a lot of health problems that we suffer from, we can actually help. We can actually cure them. We can boost our immune system. We don't need to be suffering with headaches, colds, flus, asthma, the blood pressure. These kind of common things with the regular practice of pranayama has got to become much alleviated, actually, if you're doing it properly. So yeah, why not? And look, it's free. It's free. It's air. It's around. It's you don't need to do. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. It's magic. It's magic. Okay, so that's one side, physical side. Now, I would say for me, and the main, I'm not gonna say the main benefit, but maybe the secret, the the hidden secret of pranayama. Maybe it's like like they call weed, a gateway drug. Maybe the pranayama, it's like you get pulled in because it starts healing your body. Okay? But it's actually doing something very, very deep. And what it's doing is your attention every day as you're practicing is beginning to be pulled out of the thinking and egoic center of your brain. So usually our mind is full of thoughts and a sense of personal identity, and it's acting in the world, and it's usually suffering a lot. Actually, if you don't think you're suffering, maybe you just don't even realize it. It's like that sometimes. You can be in a terrible state and you think, oh man, I'll just carry on, mate, I'll just carry on, and you don't even realize. It's only until you come out of it you think, oh shit. But anyway, you'll begin to bypass on a very regular basis. You're bypassing that part of the mind, and that part of the mind actually is, well, it's the hand-me-down mind. It's been handed down to you. It's the conditioned mind. It's the mind that's been given to you by your language, which was invented by someone else, by a society, by religion, by your parents, by your friends, by your favorite TV show, by your YouTubers that you watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, this mind is like we're consuming, and then it's just rearranging, and then it's thinking, and we're constantly in this thing. So consciously putting your attention into the breath, into the pranayamas, you're bypassing that circuit, and you're putting your attention into the nervous system of your organism, into a deeper part of your being. This, over time, has a tremendous effect, actually, on one's character and one's perspective. And why is that? Well, your attention is falling back. It's leaving the orbit of this psychological mind. Okay? Your attention is leaving that orbit, and is going closer, closer, closer to the source of your own existence. Like, imagine Earth, it's got an orbit, and then you've got the sun, and the sun actually is responsible for all the life. So you're moving towards the sun of your own being, but you're not going to die of lack of oxygen like you would in space. That's not going to happen. Yeah, you are moving into like a state of tranquility, and this is like, maybe it's the beginning of meditation for you. Okay, you'll be going into a silence and a peace. But not only this, okay, because that's nice. That's very nice. Because, there's no anxiety there, there's no depression there, there's no, there's a harmony there, okay? Like, when you talk about silence, you might think, oh, what's the point of that? That sounds boring, I need to think, right? You don't lose the ability to think, mate. But, like, if you got a car, the engine is good if you're not if you're hearing the engine rattling all the time, you think something's wrong, mate. Something's loose there. And a society, we're all full, mate. We're all got screws loose, I'm telling you. We think society, it's like a mass insanity is going on a little bit, So, and once the brainwaves, they become stabilized, harmonized, is silent, mate, this is good. This is very good, mate. Your engine's working well. Your engine's working well. You don't lose the ability to think if you need to. But in that moment, you don't need to be thinking. And you're resting in your own being. It's very beautiful. I want to speak about something else. Like, what's going to happen is from this place, your attention drops back into a place where you see both the biological processes, so you can see your body and the functioning of the body, and as you get more sophisticated, you can see, more into the process of the heart and the lungs and the digestion. You start to see deeper into the brain as well. You're also seeing you're seeing the mind, okay, and the mind activity, and you slowly, you know what's happening? You're gaining a sagely intelligence. Yeah, intelligence, mate. What's intelligence? For me, intelligence is not like scoring really work good on a maths test, Maybe it's a type of intelligence, yeah, but I'm talking about, the exquisite intelligence is this detachment, Detachment. It's not a rejection of anything in existence, but it's simply a more intelligent, detached standpoint from where you're seeing all the processes of your body and mind, and on a deeper level, hey, this is not the be-all and end-all of myself. Yeah? This is not... I'm connected to this experience, but it's not the absolute total of what I am. And there's going to arise self-knowledge and non-fear. Non-fear. Yeah. Because, of course, this body is very vulnerable. It's very vulnerable. You can do all the workouts, people doing all kinds of workouts, training martial arts, because, maybe they feel insecure. Oh, someone could beat me up. Man, anything can happen to you, mate. You could be anything. It's completely out of your hands. You can be run over. You can get an illness. Even doing yoga, pranayama, you don't know. So as soon as if you only think you're this body, you're in trouble. Honestly, because on a soul level, you know how vulnerable it is. But on a soul level, your soul knows is beyond, And so your attention falling back there, you're beginning in self-knowledge. And this is very beautiful, man. In fact, it's an urgent thing. It's an urgent thing. If we look at how things are generally in the world at the moment and society, I mean, we're drowning in so many opinions, fighting over so many things, so much needless suffering there is. It's unbelievable because we're so attached to our thinking process. So the more people who can see, it's like, actually, these thoughts, we're all just living in a kind of imagination here. And, they make this effort and this leap deeper into their own self. Man, this is the best. Nobel Peace Prize for them. These people should have Nobel Peace Prize, honestly. Because they begin to radiate a peace and a positive energy, and a non-violence, a genuine non-violence. So, yeah, this is beautiful. Quickly, I'll talk about something. Like, I've realized sharing pranayama with some people like that. Like, some is not quite ready for it. That can be like physically, maybe you feel very, very disconnected from your bodily thing. Maybe, it's all of us, myself included, we live very sedentary lifestyle, sitting down on our phones, computer, TV, that kind of thing. So you're kind of losing a little bit of that mind-body connection, and then it can be difficult. The pranayama can be difficult. In that case, I would suggest basic yoga postures, like very basic, the most basic ones, to get you started and build up this connection. Okay. Also, mentally, there is a kind of a focus that's required, and some at this moment it might not be the right time for that, and that's honestly fine. It's honestly fine. You shouldn't, you can't force anything. So people who I think should consider as well doing pranayama, who should consider it, if you're already like engaging in some kind of sports, working out, martial arts, definitely try pranayama. It will help you in your recovery, it will help you in your performance, and you will take care of yourself. It'll help you with your maintenance of your body, so that you can enjoy yourself and perform better. Other than this as well, I think, if you have come, like, okay, my background is more in the second category, which is a meditative background. Maybe you've done vipassana, or whatever's been your path so far, and you've kind of been on this road of self-realization. Man, I would say learn the pranayama, master it, and you know what I'm saying, it's gonna make your life a lot easier, because maybe you're having needless fights in yourself, actually, because a lot of there's quite some states of mind, strong negative states of mind, that are coming because your life energies are low. You're like in a low vibration, and doing pranayama will raise that energy, so you kind of just grow out of them, and you'll be like, wow, okay. It's just like brushing your teeth, like if you stop brushing your teeth, you get rotten teeth, and then you're struggling always to the dentist, thinking, why always me? Oh, I need to detach from the, what? Just brush your teeth, man. Just you can just learn the pranayama, and if you're already of a meditative nature, that inner teacher, inner yogi, will guide you, and you'll know exactly what pranayama to do at what time, and you won't need to listen to me or anyone else, really, I think, in my opinion. So yeah, I would highly encourage you to do that. Yeah, I think that's it for this. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments, or if you follow me on Instagram, or just send me a direct message on Instagram, and I'll try and connect with you. Thank you again. Namaste.